Hey guys, if you were wondering what the top 11 reasons might be that someone may not want to move or live in Phoenix, Arizona, stay tuned. We're covering that right now. Okay guys, how you doing? This is Kelly Cook. We are your real estate specialist when it comes to everything Phoenix. That's why our YouTube channel is called Everything Phoenix. We absolutely love helping people and are passionate about helping people move and relocate to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm standing here right in Scottsdale, Arizona at the post office, and we are going to discuss today though the top 11 reasons why you may not choose to move or live in Phoenix, Arizona. Now guys, please understand, this is not a hater video or this is not a negative video. I am extremely optimistic and passionate about Phoenix, Arizona, but every city has its good and its bad. Now I think Phoenix has a lot more, way more good than bad, but there are a few things that you have to know about that some people may not love when actually living or moving to Phoenix, and we're gonna cover those top 11 right now. Okay guys, kicking off our top 11 list, this is number 11, lack of greenery. Oh wait, I see a little bit right there. Okay, now to be fair, Arizona has more green than this, but this is a good example of what the natural Sonoran desert landscape kind of looks like in some parts. So obviously there's cacti right here. There's a lot of desert natural plants. And so you're just not gonna see a lush yard or a lush farm field full of grass just growing wild. It's not gonna happen. Why guys? Because you're in the desert. So the desert doesn't have that, but it has a lot of amazing things to offer. But if you are into greenery and only greenery, yeah, this is probably not the best spot for you. All right guys, now the reason number 10 is a little like reason number 11. They kind of go hand in hand. Number 10 is the summer, it's hot, okay? There's just no way around it, all right? It is hot out here. That sun is, whew. Until you're out here and you get to experience some Arizona summer heat, you gotta wear that at least 50 SPF sunscreen because it gets hot. I mean, right now, whew, it's a little hot just standing out here. Let's see here, the test. Yep, that's hot, okay? So guys, it's hot in Arizona. No secret about it. You probably already knew that, but that's reason number 10 on our list. Okay guys, and the 9th reason that you may want to not live in Phoenix is the fact that there are block walls in the backyard of the vast majority of homes. So coming from the Midwest like myself, from Omaha, Nebraska originally, you know, everybody had chain link fence in their backyards, maybe wood fences for some extra privacy. But I remember as a kid going out in the backyard and looking down at my backyard way and just seeing the backyards for as long as I could see, right? Because of all chain link fences and things of that nature, or no fences, right, for the backyard. So in Arizona, block wall is pretty common. This wall is painted, but some walls are just regular old block gray concrete, or you have the stucco on the wall, which looks kind of nice, and then the paint. But either way, block walls, if it's something you're not used to, that's what the vast majority of properties in Arizona have. Now, some Arizona properties have view fencing, okay, which is like wrought iron. So if you maybe back up to a wash or a water retention area, or maybe you have a great view looking down towards the city of mountains, you might have a view fence in your back of your lot. But outside of that, you're gonna have a block wall in the majority of the homes. So it takes a while to get used to. It's kind of nice actually because it keeps all of those critters out that we're gonna talk about here in just a few minutes, all right? So block walls, number 9. Okay, now the 8th reason that you may not want to move to Phoenix, Arizona is because of those creepy little critters, okay? I know you guys all know about the rattlesnakes, right? Yeah, the Arizona Diamondback rattlesnakes, not the baseball team. And then the scorpions and poisonous spiders, right? Black widows and brown rucolos. Now those are other parts of the country as well, but the main things that Arizona's kind of known for are the rattlesnakes and the scorpions that people get kind of freaked out about. But guys, I've been here for 16 years and I've seen 3 rattlesnakes, and 2 of them were on a golf course in the dead heat of summer, and I did not hit good golf shots, right? So they're not in the grass. They're, way out there on the desert courses, and I shouldn't have been out there probably searching for my ball as long as I was. So anyways, that's the only reason that was the case with rattlesnakes. And then the scorpions, I haven't seen one since 2013, and hopefully never will see one ever again. Now, it's probably inevitable to some degree because you're in the desert, you're in their natural habitat, so to speak. But again, they don't just come out. The thing is to do is get rid of their food source, have good pest control at your property, seal the bottom of your property. There's companies out here that do that, specialize in that, and you probably won't ever see a scorpion. So even if you get stung by them, guys, usually the human body and the immune system is strong enough to fight that off, and you don't have to even go to the hospital. But people have a really good big fear for the scorpions, and to some degree, rightly so. Also, you have things like javelina and coyotes that you'll see walking through your neighborhood in many places of the valley here in Phoenix. And then we have termites. Termites, we have subterranean termites down here in the desert. And what that means is they're not as destructive as what you normally know of as termites being in the Midwest and the East Coast. It's about an 8-to-1 ratio. So it takes the termites in the Midwest, for example, to do about a 1 year of damage. It takes these guys 7 to 8 years to do the same amount of damage. So they're a lot more prevalent. They come up from under the ground, but they're a lot less destructive. So you just have to get treatment if you see a tube on the stem wall or anything of that nature, and then get a warranty with the termite company, and they just go away, and it's not that big a deal. And then you have, last but not least, pigeons. Not a lot of them, actually, to be honest with you, but in the desert, we actually do have some pigeons, and pigeons are actually mountain birds, so they are a little more likely to be on or perching on a house on a 2-story or a really high building of some sort. It could be a condo building or something of that nature. But the reason why you want to kind of keep the pigeons away is because when they actually go to the restroom on the roof tiles, that can seep down below the roof tiles into the paper that's the underlying above the plywood that protects it, which is ultimately the roof. And when it rains, which is not that often, what it does, actually that can actually cause an acidic reaction that can eat away at that paper over time, causing your roof membrane above the plywood to obviously need to be replaced sooner than later. So you just want to get rid of those. Outside of that, not a big deal. Oh guys, hey, real quick, did I forget to mention that in the summer in Arizona, it's hot? I roll my sleeves up with this one. Okay guys, reason number 7, while you may not want to move to Arizona or Phoenix here, is because in the valley in Phoenix, we have what is called as hard water, okay? Now, it doesn't look hard, it's pretty nice actually, but apparently the women, my wife says, it's not good for the hair, right? So a lot of people in Arizona have RO systems and water filtration systems, and what it does is allows the water to turn into soft water, which is then located in other parts of the country. Less calcium. I know it's kind of annoying because this water is really loud, but guys, hard water. Still good to drink though. Okay guys, the number 6 reason why you may not want to live in Arizona or Phoenix here specifically is the fact that a lot of the communities look the same. Now, we all know that exists everywhere in the country, but Phoenix actually is home to a lot of and attracts a lot of major home builders. They buy a big parcel of land and they want to develop it, so they only offer a certain amount of elevations, right? Which is the way the house looks on the front. They only offer, 4 or 5 floor plans, that sort of thing. And they'll build 1,000 homes, right, or more. And so you might only have one builder, you might have 2 builders, but a lot of the homes do look the same. And so if you want something custom, that does exist in Phoenix, no question about it. But there are a lot of places that it just kind of looks the same, and they want that earth tone brown colors a lot, which can look very sharp, but other times it can get a little bland. So that's all. If that's not your cup of tea, guess what? We'll find you an area of town that has custom homes, no problem. But again, some people say that's a reason not to move here. So if it is, I guess that's halfway legit. That makes number 6 on our list. Okay guys, moving on to the 5th reason, that is valley fever. What? First of all, valley, yes, Phoenix is in a valley, guys. We are surrounded by mountains, almost to a 360-degree rotation, and we sit down in the valley. So there's something called valley fever. Now, over 2/3 of all valley fever cases are reported right here in, you guessed it, Arizona. Even that being said, it's not that prevalent, guys. It's not that common, but it does occur in Arizona. It comes up from the ground. It's a respiratory infection that basically comes up from the ground when the ground is disturbed. And if you're down by the ground breathing up that dust, you may not get it, but you may get it, and it also affects animals as well. I personally had a dog that got it, and he was fine, but he did have to go on medication, and medication's not that cheap, for a couple years, and eventually his immune system kicked it and worked its way out. I do have friends that actually obtain valley fever down here as well, and it just kind of suppresses the immune system for a while because it's working so hard to fight it off. But again, there's medication, steroids for it, and eventually it will go away. So, but that's one thing to be aware of that's unique to Arizona, and that is valley fever. Okay guys, hey, this is reason number 4. The 4th reason that you may not want to live or move to Phoenix, Arizona are the, allergies. They could be bad. Now, everyone coming from the Midwest or East Coast, West, they all think that because it's the desert, you won't have any problems with allergies. Now, I'm one of the lucky few. If you couldn't tell, that was fake. That wasn't a real sneeze. Because I don't have allergies, thank goodness. But my wife does, my kids do, and a lot of people do. And the main culprit, guys, for allergies in Arizona, this guy right here, the Palo Verde tree. As you can tell, it's a green tree, as the name suggests, and this thing spits off these, it blooms, and I tell you what, when those things float around the air, it's only a couple times a year. That is a really big reason people have allergies in Arizona. There's other flowers and trees as well. This is one of the main culprits. It's a beautiful tree. I mean, where do you see a green tree, right? But it's a bad boy, right? So let's go here and find another one. There's a few other trees down here in this area. Let's go look and see what we can find here, Sam. Okay guys, so as you can see, we showed you a couple different trees. This is a mesquite tree. It sheds some stuff too as well, once or twice a year. But a lot of these desert trees, they do great because they don't require a lot of water and an amazing amount of shade, which is good because it's hot down here. But if you're sensitive to allergies, a couple times a year, you gotta get the medicine out, right? Because it's gonna be kind of bad, right? Okay, let's move on to the next reason. Man, did I mention, guys, in the summer, it gets hot. Like, hot. I gotta go change. Okay guys, and the number 3 reason why you may not want to move or live in Phoenix is the lack of seasons. Some of you guys, obviously, in fact, most places across the country do have 4 seasons in obviously United States of America. Arizona is one of those places that we don't. We really just have 2 seasons, summer and awesomeness, okay? But right now, we're talking about the summer part of that, which means it's hot. So, as an example, we have a bunch of sports fields right here, and they're missing the sports teams. They're empty. Because guys, in the summertime here in Arizona, it's kind of like the winter to some degree for everyone else in the country. The sports teams shut down. The sports teams don't really operate kids' youth leagues between June and July. Our June and July are kind of like the break time where people leave and go on vacation with their families, head up north in Arizona where it's much cooler, things of that nature. So this is kind of a normal scene when it comes to a June or July weekend here in Phoenix, Arizona. So the good news though is the awesomeness part. We're gonna talk more about that here in just a second, but these fields are jam-packed the other 9 months out of the year. Okay guys, now back to that awesomeness thing. All right, so again, reason number 3 was lack of seasons. So we have summer and we have awesomeness, right? Awesomeness is the other 9 months out of the year where it's just that. It's awesome to be in Arizona. You're by the pool, maybe the hot tub, you have a little, drink, maybe an adult beverage, and you just hang out and you enjoy the awesomeness that is Phoenix, Arizona. I know this is a video about the not cool things about Arizona, but guys, even with the not cool things, there's some pretty cool things. Okay guys, the number 2 reason, we're getting close to number 1 here, but the number 2 reason why you may not want to move to Phoenix is the poor air quality. Believe it or not, Phoenix is located in a valley. We have mountains that surround the entire area of Phoenix, and as beautiful as that is also the reason why the air sometimes and the pollution cannot escape and kind of just sits down in a bowl in the Phoenix greater area within those mountains. So there are smog alerts and higher pollution advisory alerts sometimes in the Phoenix area, but overall it's usually pretty good, actually very good. But when we get a rating compared to other cities, it does end up lower on that scale just because of the fact that it sits down, the air sits down in the valley and it just sometimes cannot escape. So that could be a reason why maybe you may not want to move to Phoenix. Okay guys, now the number 1 reason why someone may not want to live or move to Phoenix, you guessed it, Snowbird Drivers. Okay, Snowbird Drivers. Now, they come here a lot, obviously, between November and April, and you do notice a difference. The roads have a little more traffic, the restaurants are a little more difficult to book and reserve, things of that nature, but the driving sometimes gets a little hectic, and only because, yeah, there's more vehicles on the road, but sometimes they don't have the best reaction times and the best forethought when it comes to making moves on the road. So you have to be a little aware of your surroundings, even more so when the snowbirds are in town in full effect. But again, snowbirds, we love you because you guys bring over $2 billion of revenue to the state of Arizona, or the Phoenix metro area, I should say, every single year. So we couldn't live without you. But again, it may be a reason why you just prefer to drive in New York City. No, I'm just kidding. You don't want to do that. But drive somewhere else besides Arizona. Okay? Thanks, guys, for listening to the video. Really appreciate it. And guys, again, we have people coming here from not just New York City, but Chicago, California, Seattle, all over the country who call us, text us, email us, and are saying they want to move down to Arizona, and we help them out. We are big on relocation, especially down here in Arizona, or for anyone who's local looking to make a move up or down, we would love to help you. So please feel free to leave a comment here on the YouTube channel. You can also call us or text us at 888-KCREG11. That's 888-527-3411, and we will get back to you immediately. We absolutely love helping people. We're passionate about helping people move to our city here, Phoenix, and that's why our channel is called Everything Phoenix. So thank you guys for your support, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay guys, that video, that was a lot of work. And did I mention it's hot in Arizona in the summertime? I need some water.